Slow Food is a club that was started a year ago. My good friend Stephanie decided to get us official with the university, and then this year was our first official year. And so the goal of the club is to promote healthy local food whenever possible. And so how we've done that is we like to have potlucks and encourage people to share recipes and just get good people together around good food. And then the big project was to plan Feastival, which was a community festival encouraging local foods. Slow Food is an international organization that has numerous chapters all over the world, and I'm in charge of the ASU Slow Food chapter on campus. And the name Slow Food is kind of a contrast to fast food. So Slow Food encourages local healthy food whenever possible. A lot of people think that slow food just means it's out of a crock pot. The best nutritional advice is to listen to your body. I don't think there is one perfect diet for everyone. I think it really depends, but maybe if you're having headaches, you can correlate it to something, or maybe if you felt really awesome this one day and not so good the other day, you can sort of make those connections. And that's what nutrition is to me. I know that when I take care of myself, I feel better, and so that's why it's important to me. I think one of the biggest issues is fast food. We just, in our society, we're very busy and it's hard to fit in time to cook, and so that's just kind of this simple solution. And I mean, when I was in high school, I would do that a lot. And it's very easy and it's very delicious, addictive food.
Well, you see, I feed my dog really expensive dog food. It's like $70 a bag anyway, so I figure when he eats that, I can eat it too. It's bison, chips, not chips, venison, blueberries and such, and we just chow down together. I use a fork, he uses his teeth.
Community and just kind of like share the message with people that food can be easy, non-violent, and so that's why we don't serve meat, because it's non-violent, and that everyone should have the right to eat, and that there's so much food going to waste. We put our efforts and resources into things like war and stuff, but really there's no food for everybody.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do.
My favorite food is shrimp, and then bacon, and then crescent rolls. I like them all together.
I've been back and forth between vegetarianism and veganism for about, say, like 11 years. Vegan, though, for the past 3 or 4. I would tell them that it's not as difficult as it seems, that you're not missing out on much, that you can recreate, that there's so many products out there if you have access to them, whether it's money or the grocery store that sells them, that there's things that can replace meat pretty well. And I'd also tell them that it's just fulfilling to know that even if other people are still doing it, you yourself are not partaking, or as much as possible, like avoiding the production and commodification of animals' bodies, and that in itself is fulfilling. Oh, this is interesting. This is vegan sugar. Some sugar is not vegan. Certified vegan. It's like filtered through bones or processed with bones or something. It's a kind of not really well-known thing about sugar. That a lot of it's not vegan. Earth Balance is a vegetable oil that's Mox. It's like the base is vegetable oil and Mox butter. Tastes just like the real thing.
You don't have any dietary restrictions?
Nope. Strangest food is probably with the deer, is over the course of a week, I would go through each part of the animal, and when I got to the liver, over the course of a week I ate the entire deer liver, and it gave me gout, which is a buildup of uric acid in your joints. And one of my knees, because at work I would always lock one of my knees and we'd go. And it like hurt, and it felt like it was crunching every time I walked. And then I stopped eating it, and it just went away.
How do you know it was gout?
Because that's what it is. That's what happens when you eat too much. Eat too much liver or other things with heavy metals.
How did you get this deer?
It was road killed. Found it like 200 feet down the road, and it was still warm, and it was like early spring, so just kind of did it. Figured it out how to skin it and gut it. Kept everything intact, and it was really good. Had some really great potlucks from it. Some big roasts. Ate on it for probably 3 months. This is the skull. Doesn't mean it was road killed, and the best way that you can ever have roadkill is it being hit in the head, because none of the organs get messed up. Died on impact and everything, so good way to go, yes. But
how I look at it. We've been eating meat for a long time, so I don't think it's like really bad for you. But I do know that when you eat meat, it takes a really long time to break it down. It takes a lot of energy. And the main thing I concentrate on is eating raw food, because if you eat a diet where over 50% of your food is cooked, then what happens is, I believe it's like your body makes too many white blood cells, and it's kind of always like your immune system's always running, so you have a harder time fighting off sickness. So I try to eat over half of my food raw, so I don't have that issue. It makes me feel a lot better in the end, so I have a lot of energy. As opposed to, you know how if you go and eat like a shitload of meat and it makes you feel like you just need to go to sleep and you can't do anything? If you eat like a big fucking raw salad, I can go get wasted tonight and I'll have tons of energy and I won't feel like shit. Does that make sense?